The AARP named the top 10 most livable neighborhoods in the USA.
According to the AARP, the Livability Index, 3 great places to live is the Upper West Side of Manhattan, or Downtown Crossing in Boston, or Mifflin West in Madison, Wisconsin. Say what? Most people we talked to today have never heard of the Mifflin West neighborhood.
Well, we've heard of West Mifflin Street, of course, but never a neighborhood called West Mifflin. So joining us tonight to help clear up all of this confusion is Sam Wilson, the director of the Wisconsin chapter of AARP. Nice to see you, Sam.
Great to be here.
Okay, so where is the West Mifflin neighborhood?
Yeah, it's not necessarily what we that live in Madison might call that neighborhood, but it's that area sort of west of the Capitol, in between the university and the Capitol. It has part of Johnson Street, runs down West Washington. It's got part of State Street running down the middle. Yeah, so there you go. You see some of it there. So that's the area that we might not necessarily call the West Mifflin neighborhood, but we culled our data from the Census Bureau, and sometimes those people that run those statistics don't consult with us on what the neighborhoods are called.
So you're talking high-end condos and apartments and houses in the Overture Center and State Street?
Yeah.
Of course, #1, right?
Yeah, and the livability index really has to do with 7 different domains. So you're talking about housing, you're talking about health, you're talking about engagement opportunities, you're talking about transportation. So when you look at those 7 different domains, you can easily see why it's such a livable place, right? You've got access to shopping, you got cultural activities, a lot of transportation options, it's very walkable, access to a lot of different kinds of jobs. So when you add all of those things up, you can see why it is one of the most livable neighborhoods in the whole United States.
They also mentioned high percentage of voting, access to the university, and all of the things that it offers. So it's a big honor for Madison.
Absolutely, it's a huge honor. You know, and it's not just, so they had 7 domains that they measured different neighborhoods by, but there were 40 different metrics. And so if you went through all of them, some of it has to do with personal safety, some of it has to do with sort of the equality of individuals living in that sort of income inequality and any gaps that might exist. A lot of it is proximity to different types of, like I said, cultural opportunities, whether it be libraries or the Overture Center, which is obviously the jewel of that neighborhood.
So they used housing costs at all? Because I think the Upper West Side of Manhattan's a little more expensive.
Just a bit, right? It had to do with, some of it was cost. Some of it had to do with the different types of available housing. So you do have some affordable sort of condos, apartments in that area. There are still some single family homes in that area as well. So it did. Access to housing and affordability was certainly a component of it.
So now we know. We have a new neighborhood.
Now we know, and it's one of the best in the country.
Absolutely. I have to go down
We have to find a sign, or somebody has to.
We need to work on that.
Yeah.
All right.
Sam, great to see you. Thanks so much.
Another great honor for Madison.
Pleasure, indeed.
Thanks.